How can you read scientific studies for yourself? Welcome to Critical Thinking Scan, where we look at how you can think about any faith-challenging message and arrive at a biblical, logical conclusion yourself. I'm Patricia Engler, and today let's talk about how to find and read scientific studies, as going back to the original research lets you answer questions like, where did this information come from? How was the data collected? What assumptions did the researchers use? Are there other ways to interpret the same results? What have other experts said about the subject? And does newer research say anything different? Knowing how to track down solid research will also give you an edge in university if you're a student. And it's an asset for responding to current issues from an informed Christian perspective. Many studies you find will likely be secular, but with the critical thinking topics we've covered, including how to find solid apologetics resources and mentors who can answer questions that arise, you have the tools for thinking through them. Some studies, of course, will be full of jargon that might not make much sense, but others will be fairly understandable. To start off, there are two types of information sources. Primary sources are articles where researchers initially report their findings. They're usually published in academic journals like Science, though some studies are theses or independent works which aren't peer-reviewed the way journal articles are. Secondary sources, meanwhile, are writings that talk about information from primary sources. These include popular articles about studies and formal papers called literature reviews that combine information from multiple studies. All formal articles begin with an abstract, which summarizes the paper. Most primary articles next include an introduction, which usually presents relevant research from previous studies, a methods section, which explains how the study was conducted, and a results section explaining what the study found out and a discussion of what those results mean. With these basics in mind, how do you find scientific studies? Usually, you start by going to the website of an online research database like PubMed or Google Scholar, which you can search for free, or EBSCO or Web of Science, which you can access if you're part of a university. Different databases have different features, but most have a year filter where you can search for studies published within a specific date range, allowing you to focus on only the latest research. Many databases also include a full text filter, which lets you see only articles which are open access, meaning you can read the whole thing for free without being part of a university. Depending on the database, you can also choose which types of sources you look for, including books, studies, literature reviews, articles from certain journals, or articles by certain authors. Once you've set your filters, the next step is entering your keywords into the search bar. Some databases or advanced search options let you look up specific keyword combinations by adding the word "and", search multiple keywords by adding the word or exclude results with a certain keyword by adding the word "not". Once you hit enter, a list of article titles should pop up showing a link to the article, author, and publishing information, and a text preview. If the article is open access, you may see a link to a free text version near the preview, or you may need to click the article title to see free text links. On the articles page or the main search results, you may see a link to related articles which will show other studies on the same or similar topics. Or you may see a Citing Articles button linking to a list of other papers which reference that first article. On that Citing Articles page, you may be able to check a box labeled Search Within Citing Articles to look for specific keywords in articles that cited that first study. This feature lets you see what other researchers have said and may show you another side of the story than the first article did. That's a crash introduction to using databases, but internet tutorials and your nearest librarian can help you learn more specifics. And remember, AnswersInGenesis.org is a great database featuring research from a biblical perspective, including studies from the Answers Research Journal to help you think critically about messages that you encounter in secular classrooms and cultures. For more on how to think critically about faith-challenging messages, you can access my other CT Scan episodes packed with tactics, tips, and tools that helped me as a Christian student at Secular University. Thank you for watching. Hey, it's Patricia. Just wanting to let you know that if you like these videos, are on board to share the message of biblical authority, and want to give, you're welcome to help Answers in Genesis produce more content like this and equip more people to defend their faith by making a one-time donation or becoming a monthly supporter by clicking the link below. Thanks so much.